24 years. It's not as easy as you think. So, congratulations to Marty Smith and his group of guys that made it to the College World Series. Florida is, we're a big sunshine state, and you've heard a bunch about the solar panels and how energy products or solar energy products are selling back energy, and the legislature just made it where the electrical companies wanted to not have to buy back so much energy and all, and well that fell through, so they still have to do it adhere to the policies of buying back energy from people who have more energy than they could use with their solar panels. Well, the solar energy business may be facing some rough times coming on as the Department of Commerce investigates whether China is getting around tariffs on its solar energy projects, on its solar energy products, so that's going to slow solar power capacity, the expansion of solar capacity in the U.S. Because of the investigation. The industry says that in the blink of an eye, they're going to lose 100,000 American solar workers, and that's going to hurt the clean energy goals. This is coming from the president and CEO of Solar Energy Industry Association, James Meader, the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Anti-Dumping and Countervailing Duty Operations, announced an investigation into sales from Cambodia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam that use components from China, whether they violate tariffs on China solar imports. So, depending on the outcome of that investigation, tariffs could be applied, even retroactively, for recent purchases from those 4 Southeastern Asian countries. Well, nobody's going to buy those panels if they can retroactively be charged higher tariff cost on them. So that's going to cause a problem. Again, it's going to cut it probably by about 50% of new solar installations in 2022, 2023. So you can't have it both ways. You can't try to cut out all the gas and oil, come up with alternative solutions, and then those alternative solutions, they know you can't use those either. What are we supposed to do? I understand we need to keep China in check. Donald Trump has done a pretty good job of that. Asian countries deal with other Asian countries. You're going to tell me because a solar panel's made in Cambodia, but it uses something that came from China, that we're going to then say it can't come into this country? I don't understand the logic. I understand if China built it and it was coming from China, but this is a piece of equipment that goes into a much bigger thing. If you want solar energy, you're kind of handcuffing the industry with this investigation and the threat of higher tariffs. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. This is Sonny. You know what tickles me is solar panels, electronic chips, resistors, the little micro resistors and whatever, were all invented in this country by companies such as IBM, AT&T, Lucent Technologies, GE was a big one. A whole bunch of other companies that are in this country invented this stuff, and now we're in trouble if China can't get it into us. You know, there's something very wrong with this whole setup here and this whole picture. There's really something very wrong.
Well, it's because of thanks for the call, Sonny. It's because of the precious metals, and that China and the Ukraine, that area of Ukraine, some areas of the Ukraine, most of China, some areas of Mongolia, they possess these precious metals and these precious stones that make these microchips. and make these conductors and all. They possess the material, the raw material, to make them more than we do in the United States. And so, and let's not forget, labor-wise, they got a cheaper labor force, slave labor almost, and in some places, actual slave labor. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I'm not getting into that discussion. My discussion is, you want to get rid of fossil fuel, but every other alternative, you're putting tariffs, high tariffs on everything too, to try to make those harder to get. I don't know what you expect the American public to do. That's where I was going with this. They're going to cut 46% is the forecast cut for new solar insulation in 2022 and 2023. 46%. Is what they say the cut will be. Well, if you're going to cut that by 46%, you're trying to get rid of all the fossil fuel energy resources. I mean, what are we going to do? We're going to wind power or create ditches in your yard so you can get water power to try to create electricity? I can't have it both ways. Cannot have it both ways. And that's what they're attempting to do. And it's not going to work. It's a boondoggle and will continue to be as such if you operate under the idea that we're going to just try to restrict everything. It's not going to work. It just won't. It cannot. If you try to and these tariffs could be anywhere from 30% to 250% of the cost of the item. I know we got to keep China in check with the tariffs because China tried to flood the market with cheap products and everything. But where's the happy medium? That's my question. Where's the happy medium? We got to take a break. When we come back, it's Dumb Crook News. Coming up at 10:30, we'll have what's on tap for the weekend, things to look forward to this weekend to do in the Ocala, Marion County area. And then, of course, we'll have our wrap-up where we go over birthdays at 10:50 this morning. Coming up next, though, it's hour number 3 of the show. It's a Friday, so we must start it with Dumb Crook News. And, boy, these 6 crooks, they may or may not be some of the dumbest crooks we've ever had on Dumb Crook News. We'll find out who they are next. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. It's a Friday at WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
A tornado watch has been issued for parts of Washington, D.C., Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A tornado watch means ingredients are in place for the possible development of tornadoes. Russian forces are making incremental progress in Ukraine's eastern Donbass region this week. The United States may send long-range rocket systems to Ukraine. The Biden administration is considering sending these systems as part of a larger military package and security assistance to Ukraine, which could be announced as soon as next week. An unidentified schoolmate of the Uvalde school shooting terrorist describes the kid he knew to ABC 8 in Dallas, Texas.
Salvador Ramos was a boy who was not bullied. He would try to pick on people but fail, and it would aggravate him. I would like to get that out of the way. He was not bullied.
USA Radio News.
Stress, it never seems to end when you owe money to the IRS. What about the years of unfiled tax returns? Have you tried another tax service and gotten nowhere? Then you need Tax Alliance. Why? Years of being A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau with no consumer complaints sets them apart. Call 800-624-9275. That's 800-624-9275. Don't wait until the IRS attacks your wages, bank account, your home or pension, and even your Social Security check. Tax Alliance specializes in IRS tax relief programs, including the Fresh Start Initiative, which can finally free yourself from IRS debt. Their tax professionals can file returns, fight the IRS to substantially lower your IRS debt, or possibly even have it forgiven. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, or have a payment plan and are still frustrated, call 800-624-9275. That's 800-624-9275.
Tax Alliance, your tax resolution solution.
Putting a focus on mental health for farmers. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Farmers, produce safety inspections are here. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services and University of Florida are partnering to provide the produce safety trainings required for farms that grow, harvest, pack, or hold fresh fruits and vegetables. Seating is limited. Make sure you meet the requirements of the Produce Safety Rule and sign up today. Our next training will be held remotely via Zoom June 21st through the 23rd. For more information, visit www.fdacs.gov/FSMA.
The USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service has a program to reward and encourage environmental stewardship for ag and forestry producers. The Conservation Stewardship Program, or CSP, is voluntary. Applicants must be USDA operators. CSP participants will adopt new conservation practices and manage existing ones. For more information on CSP, visit nrcs.usda.gov or call NRCS. Helping people help the land.
In recognition of May as Mental Health Month, the American Farm Bureau Federation will host a free virtual event, Farmers Saving Lives, on Tuesday, May 31st at 2 p.m. Eastern. The live event will feature compelling stories from 3 Farm Bureau members who believe that advocating for mental health wellness is a way to save lives in rural and farming communities. Farmers, ranchers, and their families are encouraged to attend via telephone, smartphone, or tablet. According to AFBF national research polls, a strong majority of farmers and farm workers say financial issues, farm or business problems, and fear of losing the farm impact farmers' mental health, and a majority of rural adults and farmers or farm workers are experiencing more stress and mental health challenges now than they were a year ago. You can get more information and register for the free event at farmstateofmind.org. I'm Sabrina Halverson for the Southeast AgNet.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel? I'm thinking tiller.
Oh, we do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those no zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing this section.
Ridiculous.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine today with a thunderstorm in 1 or 2 spots this afternoon, high 88 to 90. Then partly cloudy tonight with a thunderstorm in parts of the area and a low of 71 to 73. Partly sunny Saturday, a couple of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, high 86 to 89. Partly sunny Sunday with a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 87 to 90. Clouds and sun Monday, high 86 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Arnett House is giving away $10,000 on May 31st. Get your ticket and more information at arnetthouse.org. Do not have to be present to win. This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.